let's talk about bluePRINT and how this works with bluePRINT. With bluePRINT, the red wire does what it's always done, color 1. And then the red-white wire, which is actually orange on this, the red-white wire, that does color 2. And when you energize those together, they do color 3. Okay, so if you had a red, blue, white light, you'd get one color for red, one color for blue, and the final one would be your white when you have both your red and your orange wires powered up at the same time. But the white wire is also a function inside of bluePRINT. And let me explain it to you. We're going to start with if the light is off. There's nothing else going on. If I power up the white wire, and let's assume this is a red, blue, white light. If I power up the white wire, the whole light is going to go steady white. Now, let's talk about what happens when you have the light flashing back and forth between your red and blue, or maybe it's going red, white, blue, white, whatever, however you have it set up. So you're flashing the red and the orange wires, and that's getting your pattern, right? When you energize the white wire at that point, it overrides half the light. Okay, so let's think about that for a second. White wire tied to maybe a white light. Turn that on. I got flashing going on, and half the light turns on white. Okay, I've got scene functionality and I have warning functionality. I have not reduced the functionality of this light at that point. I've actually improved its function because now the light is doing two things at the same time, something that you can't do with a standard M-Power light. That makes this a very versatile light and very desirable, being able to keep the scene light and have the warning at the same time. And again, you can do that with Configure It, or you can do it with bluePRINT. But here's what I want you to picture. If we had 4 of these lights lined up on the side of a car with bluePRINT, and we're alternating the red and the orange wires back and forth, we're getting our color changing patterns and stuff like that, and we want to energize one light to go white, well, we would just take the red and orange wires for that particular light and go steady, and that one light will go white, right? So you still have that control over that one light. But here's what I want you to picture. That white wire, take that white wire and run it as well as all the other whites off of all the other lights, take those all to one output, okay? So now you've got a flash pattern going on, right? And you decide you want to turn your alley on. Well, you hit the alley button, and the alley button overrides half the light on all 4 of those lights. So all 4 of those lights, half the light goes white. So now I have scene functionality and warning. Haven't lost either one. And boom. All right. That's a twofold function. And then on top of that, if that white wire is primarily your alley output, if the light's not flashing the other wires, the red and the orange wires, then the white wire is going to override the whole light at that point, and the whole light goes to a steady white. So, I mean, you can see there's a lot of functionality just packed into this.